I'm Kathy Itzin, and along with T. Michael Rock, the two of us are pastors here at Robbinsdale Parkway United Church of Christ, and I'd like to welcome you to today's version of Grace, Gratitude, and Generosity, which are wonderful concepts to live by. I was struck yesterday, Sunday, by a quote that T. Michael had put in the bulletin by Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. And Abraham Joshua Heschel was born in Poland, and his family, much of his biological family was killed during the Holocaust, and he came to the United States. And he's one of the great Jewish theologians in the world, really. He kind of combined Hasidic Judaism with scholarship and wonderful teaching, and he taught ethics and mysticism. Here's a quote by him. He died in 1972. Someone asked him, Carl Stern from NBC, in a television interview, "What message do you have for young people?" And he said, "Let them remember that there is a meaning beyond absurdity. Let them be sure that every action counts, that every word has power, and that we all do our share to redeem the world in spite of all the absurdities and all the frustrations and all the disappointments. And above all, let them remember to build a life as if it were a work of art." That struck me because I think it's so important. There's so many times we can feel a little depressed or frustrated about the state that the world's in, about the conditions in our own life which surrounds us, about perhaps a lack of some driving excitement during the day. And it's so important to remember that we matter. We matter tremendously, and everything we do matters tremendously. There is a Jewish story about how every blade of grass has an angel whispering, leaning over it and whispering, "Grow, grow," to each blade. And it's like, that's how important we are to the God that we believe in. However we envision that God, as a mother, father, an intimate friend, the closest voice within our hearts, telling us what we need to know, wisdom. The thing about Judaism and Christianity is we take this God, this power that's out there, and say that it's personal, that it is concerned about us. We look at Jesus, who says, "Look at the birds of the air. If one of them falls to the ground, God knows all of the feathers, and we don't need to worry about any of it. What we're going to drink, eat, whatever. If God cares for one little bird, doesn't God care that much for us?" So it's this kind of intimate relationship that we have with God. Regardless of how we feel, that's how God feels towards us. And that importance of what we do with our lives with every moment, whether we're thinking about it or not, we all contribute to this greater good. It's like 1,000 little fires across the world that we step in, and every act of kindness, every good deed, every thought or word that we say that's positive repairs the world a little bit more, adds a little more to that fire. And I think that's a symbol for how so much works in our world. It's like I do one little deed of kindness, one little small thing, a positive word, a pat on the back, a word of encouragement, and other people are doing the same thing. And this is what we do our whole lives, whether we ever become known for it or not. That's incredibly important. That contributes to the glue that holds the world together. The Jews have a concept that says, from Isaiah, we are repairers of the breach. There's a hole somewhere, we fill it. There's a need somewhere, we fill it. There's a darkness that needs light, we light the match. And all these little lights converge like little bonfires that suddenly it's a huge wildfire. And that's how God works. That's how we work. That positive energy and action and words and prayers that we give to the world, it all matters. So today, if you end up getting discouraged about anything, or tomorrow, or the next day, and discouragement is real. It happens. There's things in the world to be discouraged about. But all of what we do is so important. It's that angel leaning over the blade of grass saying, "Grow, grow." All of those small things contribute to enormous things.